province of Catanduanes, also known the Happy Island and the Land of the Howling Winds. Catanduanes is an island province of the Philippines located in the Bicol Region. The province comprises of Catanduanes Island, also called Virac Island, the Panay Island, the Let Island, Panumbanes group of islands including Porongpong, Tignob, Eclag, Baguio, and a few other minor surrounding islets and rocks. In the past, the province was known as the Land of the Howling Winds because typhoons would make landfall here before hitting the rest of the country. Its second claim to fame was purely as a surfing destination, and a more fitting tagline is its moniker, now the Happy Island. Isla de Cobos was Catanduanes' first name, given by Spanish conquistadores during the early part of 1573 when came upon several tribes living in detached huts called cobos. The province is also home to various mollusks fossil sites, notably for the second oldest ammonite site in the Philippine history. The sites also possess certain species of ammonites that can be found anywhere else in Southeast Asia. As a destination, Catanduanes will appeal to travelers who love the outdoors. The Pacific coastline continues to attract surfers, but for non-surfers, there's much more to discover. Catanduanes is home to a stunning beaches and island, lagoons, caves, and waterfalls. Since it's still relatively off the tourist radar compared to the other provinces in the Bicol Region, Catanduanes has been described as a sleeping beauty, just waiting for the hidden gems to be discovered.
Watershed. It is a land area that channels rainfall and snowmelt to creeks, streams, and rivers, and eventually to outflow points such as reservoir, bay, and the ocean. Catanduanes had a population of 260,964 people as registered in the 2015 census. The size of watershed is also called a drainage basin or catchment. It is defined on several scales, referred to on its hydrologic unit code or HUC, based on the geography that is most relevant to its specific area. A watershed can be small, such as modest inland lake or a single county. Water from hundreds and often thousands of creeks and streams flow from higher ground to rivers that is eventually wind up in a larger water body. As the water flows, it often picks up pollutant, which may have sinister effect on the ecology of water and ultimately on the reservoir, bay, ocean, where it ends up. Not all water flows directly to the sea. However, when rainfall on dry ground, it can soak into or infiltrate the ground. This groundwater remains in the soil, where it will eventually seep into the nearest stream. Some water infiltrates much deeper, into underground reservoir called aquifers. In other areas where the soil contains a lot of hard clay, very little water may infiltrate. Instead, it quickly runs off to lower ground. The province of Catanduanes' water resources, both ground and surface waters, are abundant to meet various demands on water supply for agricultural, industrial, and domestic uses. Inland water consists of an intricate network of rivers, streams, and creeks which serve as the natural drainage. The province has 22 river basins with a total area of 1,485 square kilometers. Of these, 4 are considered principal waterways: the Bato River, Paho River, Vigo River, and Manoria River. Definition of terms: watershed or drainage basin or catchment, an area of a land that separates water flowing to different rivers, basins, or sea. Creeks, an inlet in a shoreline or a channel in marshes or other narrow sheltered waterways. Stream, a small narrow river. River, a large natural stream of water flowing in a channel to the sea, a lake or another such stream. Reservoir, A large natural or artificial lake gives a source of water supply. Bay, a broad inlet of the sea where the land curves inward. Ocean, a very large expanse of the sea, in particular each of these main areas into which the sea is divided geographically. The hydrologic unit code or HUC. A unit is a geographic area representing parts of and all of the surface drainage basin, a combination of drainage basins or distinctive hydrologic feature. Pollutant, a substance that pollutes something, especially water or in the atmosphere. Aquifers, a body of permeable rock that can contain or transmit groundwater.
Methodology: Google Earth Pro. Google Earth is a computer program that renders a 3D representation of Earth based on satellite imagery. The program maps the Earth by superimposing satellite images, aerial photography, and GIS data onto a 3D globe, allowing users to see cities and landscapes from various angles. Users can explore the globe by entering addresses and coordinates, or by using a keyboard or mouse. Google Earth is able to show various kinds of images overlaid on the surface of the Earth and is also a web map service client. Ito yung unang application na ginamit namin para malocate at ma-emphasize namin yung mga rivers and lakes ng aming basin model. Next, AutoCAD. AutoCAD is a commercial computer-aided design and drafting software application developed and marketed by Autodesk. AutoCAD was first released in December 1982 as a desktop app running on microcomputers with internal graphic controllers. Before AutoCAD was introduced, most commercial CAD programs ran a mainframe computers or mini computers with each CAD operator or user working at a separate graphics terminal. Since 2010, AutoCAD was released as a mobile and web app as well, marketed as AutoCAD 360. Next, in this photo shows the elevation of the basin model. HEC HMS, the Hydrologic Modeling System, or HEC HMS, is designed to simulate the complete hydrologic processes of the dendritic watershed system. The software includes many traditional hydrologic analysis procedures such as event infiltration, unit hydrographs, and hydrologic routing. HEC HMS also includes procedures necessary for continuous simulation, including evapotranspiration, snowmelt, and soil moisture accounting. Advanced capabilities are also provided for gridded runoff simulation using the linear quasi-distributed runoff transform MAD-Clark. Supplemental analysis tools are provided for model optimization, forecasting stream flow, depth area reduction, assessing model uncertainty, erosion and sediment transport, and water quality. At ang last namin na ginamit na app is yung HEC HMS na kung saan yung outline na nakuha dun sa AutoCAD app at yung mga data na nakuha din sa Google Earth Pro ilalagay o i-input lahat ng yun sa app na ito. And in this last photo shows the result of the HEC HMS that we made.
Aming sample computation gamit ang arithmetic mean method. Ang daily precipitation namin sa loob ng isang buwan ay equal sa 525.7 mm at i-divide namin siya sa 31 days. So ang average precipitation namin ay 19.96 mm per day.
Ito ang global summary results na nanggaling sa aming HEC HMS. And the data shown on the previous slides show the drainage area, time of peak, and volume. Junction 10, Junction 11, and Ridge 10 have the largest drainage area of 539.94 square kilometer, while Sub-Basin 8 has the smallest drainage area of 4.80 square kilometer. Junction 4 had the highest peak discharge of 2.9 cubic meter per second, while sub-basins 4, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14, 15, 18, and 20 reached 13, and Junction 13 had the lowest peak discharge of 0 cubic meter per second. The time of peak of most of the sub-basins, junction, and reach was at August 26, 2017. Sub-basin 11 had the highest discharge volume of 19.55 mm, while sub-basins 4, 15, 18, 20 had the lowest discharge volume of 0 mm.
Ang slide na ito ay pinapakita ang sub-basin parameter ng sub-basin 1 na may downstream na junction naman at area ng 144 km². Ang loss method ay SCS curve number. Ang transfer method ay SCS unit hydrograph. Sa loss method ay may curve number 80 ating previous na 0. Sa transfer method ay may graph type standard BRF484 at lag time ng 120. Ang next slide ay pinapakita ang reach parameter na reach 1 na may downstream na junction 2. Ang routing method ay may lag. Ang routine method ay may lag time na 120. Ang next slide ay pinapakita ang rainfall depth ng graph for sub-basin 1. Ang blue color ay nire-represent ang sub-basin 1 results precipitation. Ang red color ay nire-represent ang sub-basin 1 results precipitation loss. Ang blue straight line naman ay nire-represent ang sub-basin 1 results outflow. Next slide ay pinapakita ang elevation and discharge tables. Next slide naman ay pinapakita ang HMS screenshots ng graph for Junction 1. Ang blue straight line ay nire-represent ang Junction 1 results outflow. Ang mas may malaking blue broken lines ay nire-represent ang sub-basin 1 results outflow at ang may maliit na broken lines ay nire-represent ang sub-basin 2 results outflow. Pinapakita rin ang graph for reach 1. Ang blue straight line ay nire-represent ang reach 1 results outflow at ang broken lines naman ay nire-represent ang reach 1 results combined inflow.